This is the King's first game between King's High School Esports and Otago Girls Esports. Here in the top lane we have Kaboom 360 with Onassis. Here in the mid lane we have Nexus Tech playing Diana. In the jungle we have Bloody Bonsai playing Vi. In the ADC role we have Xanix playing Samira, and in the support role we have Bix the Chimera playing Rakan. On the Otago Girls side we've got Kane aka Zairi playing mid, while Dragon plays playing Warwick jungle. We've got Erica Yirat, sorry about that, playing Misfortune on his ADC role. In the top lane we have Katniss Irene playing Jinx, and on support role we have Iron Away. Here, and it seems like King's High School is going in for the invade on red buff, which Warwick seems to notice and stays far well away from, as this team has quite the engage, with Nautilus slow, Rakan's knock up, Samira's knock up enhanced, and Vi's Q, the punch, big punch. So Warwick instead goes to blue buff, as red buff has already been taken over. No chance going to get that back. So instead he's going to go for the blue buff. Here Vi decides to stay and wants to take the red buff, and the rest of the team does not want to help. Nasa's actually is going to go help Leech, while Diana gets into the fight with Kane using nice Qs as a good poke against Kane, who's a jungler, but actually has some nice mid flexibility, as he's able to actually clear the wave really well with his Q and deal damage additionally to the enemy mid laner. Here in the bot, here Vi decides to go in with a level 2 gank on the Kane. Charges up her attack, goes in, hits the airborne. Diana pops off the flash, and as soon as Nexus Tech Diana goes in for the dash, Kane flashes away and to survive. And he goes back to stay, as he can survive this. Also popping off his heal as well, hitting some nice pokes as he goes back. Warwick coming in for a gank, but is unable to gank, so moves off to the side. Vi taking out jungle, or jungle camps. Here in the bot lane, poke, and some easy dubs. Here in the mid, Diana goes in, throwing in her Qs, hopes to poke out the enemy out of his lane. Warwick clearing out his jungle side. It seems like Nasus wants to go in. Oh, and Kane is taken out by the Diana, giving Kings the first kill. With that easy health disadvantage, Diana is able to go in and take the kill. Sorry about that. Vi comes in with the gank from below and takes Jinx. Jinx is surprisingly very easy to gank the champion, as Jinx has no any form of escape abilities to help her survive in a scenario or a event of a gank, apart from her traps, which you can drop, which will trap the enemy briefly. Unable to pop those off in time, Jinx was ganked. Rakan goes in with the knock up. Both teams here are very balanced in terms of teams, with Kings having a little bit more experience on their backs, a little bit more experience. Diana goes in, engages in on the Kane, but backs off. Cooldowns, hits him with his Q, jumps in under tower, gets hit. Oh, targeted by the tower, but manages to survive it. Activates his Conqueror, throws in the Q, goes with the jump, goes with another jump, and takes out Kane. Diana is a very balanced champion. Now Jinx is getting free damage under the towers. Nasus is able to sit on the tower while his minions take the damage and deal plate damage, while Jinx is free to hit free damage as she's ranged, and Nasus is a melee. Here in the bot lane, Rakan is hit. Rakan's hit, got the stun. Electrocute pops off and flashes away, which keeps him alive, keeps him just alive. If Nautilus were to hit that next auto attack, he would have been stunned or rooted onto the ground, which would have definitely secured the kill for Otago girls. But the flash saved Rakan's life. Here in the mid lane, Diana goes and dives in the tower, ults and hits with the ignite, which kills Kayn, leaving Kings with a 4-0 lead at 5 minutes with a 2k gold lead. Now Vi's coming down here to look for a gank on the Otago girls bot lane. Charges up his Q, flashes and hits the knockup. Hits 2 auto attacks, doesn't quite get him. Misfortune just escapes. Using flash, that's pretty big for Otago girls to get the flash off Vi. Vi actually goes in for the dragon here, hopefully to get a ocean drag for the team. Samira and Rakan comes in to help, leaving bot lane unsupervised. Wolves attacking wolves. Ironic, isn't it? Clearing out his jungle. Nicely done. Kayn pushing in that tower, doing some damage to the tower, and is ganked by the Vi. Tries to escape, runs off, hits the heal to get that speed boost, and manages to escape a gank from Vi. Now it's jungle and mid v jungle mid in the mid lane. Now with all of the area of effect damage that they can do, Warwick and Kayn need to back off for now, as Diana and Vi both have the lead. Both hit by Diana's Q. Sorry about that. Jinx in the mid lane, Jinx in the top lanes are CSing, out CSing, but manages to get some CS off. And mid lane, Kayn has been taken out once again by Diana. Now we'll go back and take a look how that happens here. Take a look at Diana. Seems Diana dashes in, hits him with the ult, and takes out Kayn with that big lead that Diana has with a 400 gold bounty lead. She trying to spread out that lead to other lanes. Now hit with the stun. It seems to be a 2v2 ADC support. Diana gets hits by the ignite. Gets flashed in by the Nautilus, and Nautilus hits with that backhand of that big hook and takes out Rakan and Samira. But also using up his flash. Next attack manages to escape. Very good play by the Nautilus. Very good play. Scoring 2 kills for Queens. Not Queens. Sorry. Scoring 2 kills. And next attack has also taken out Misfortune, which Nautilus tries to back him off, which he does. Next attack backs off. This leaves the score at 8-2 to Kings High School with a 2.5k gold lead. Now that was a very good play from Otago girls. The Nautilus, the support, was able to get a double kill, and Kayn's pushing the tower, getting off some extra plates, getting off some extra gold, which is very good for him. Vi seems to be taking out the Rift Heralder and gets it with no form of contest. Comes in to gank the Kayn, misses the jump, and allows Kayn to walk away freely without any harm, apart from 1 auto attack. Now Vi tries to go in from bot side here, try to see if she can find a way to engage on this, but she cannot. Too deep in that tower. Pause on that. Now in the bot lane, Nautilus tries to go in for engages on hooks because he knows that Misfortune and him have a little bit of the advantage. They have more of an engage and a disengage with that Nautilus and that team. And next attack gets another kill on the Kayn in the mid lane, leaving him at 6-0-0 with a 650k gold lead. Not 650 gold lead. Now, with Vi down here, and it's a 3v2 against the bot lane, Rakan hits the charm, hits a double ult, Xanax goes in, hits one of them, and flashes in to get the kill. But Warwick tries to come in to counter that, but is actually jumped by all 4 of them, as the other 2 have died too soon, and there's nowhere for Warwick to go. It's unfortunate, but a heroic act in League of Legends may not always go your way. Your teammates may die, and that leaves you to a 1v4, which, in any circumstance, no way of you winning, unless you are fed, or unless you've got a big lead. Nexus Tech has actually got the upper hand against the Kane, and is even pushing him under his tower. Now she's got good kill potential here, under tower. She dives in, hits him with auto attack and the ignite, which leaves the free kill for Nexus Tech and Diana. Now here in the bot lane, Misfortune pops off that ultimate on the Rakan. Rakan gets away with his life. And using the Rift Herald, mid tower is destroyed. And Rift Herald goes in for a second hit, dealing some nice damage to that second tower. Now the Vi goes in to check if red buff is still there, and no, red buff is taken away. I'll recalling just to get some health back, some mana back, and some new items. And then they get back. Kane's pushing in tower, trying to get an extra plate of gold. Some more plates just for some more gold. Bot lane is warded all over the place, leaving vision for both teams. Warwick tries to get Dragon while the coast is clear, but Vi also has the same idea. Goes into dash to get the Dragon, fights the Warwick, pushes him back, kills him, and goes in for the Dragon, while Nexus Tech has scored another kill on the Kane mid lane, leaving him open to get the tower for free. Diana now has a 801 with a 700 gold lead. Jinx pops off the heal to get a little bit of health back, just to stay in the fight a little bit longer. While Diana comes in for the gank, hits the Q, goes in with the dash, hits with all ease, and goes in for auto attacks to finish it off, and finishes Jinx right before she can get away. This leaves Diana with a 901 lead, a 901 KDA with a 700 gold lead. Here bot lane, and you go back and see this. Here in bot lane, Rakan is hit by the root. Misfortune hits the ult, killing Rakan, and all jump on Samira, who unfortunately dies right before she can get both kills or their ultimate. Now Vi goes in to hopefully try and get them both, but Nautilus gets away with the flash. Pop off the hill, Misfortune. Nautilus hits with the hook, stuns under the tower, and gets the kill from tower damage, scoring an 800 gold kill bounty on the Vi on the Nautilus. Very smart Nautilus play. Never, and at the end of the day, never tower dive a Nautilus. He can stun you, he can dive you, he can root you under that tower. No chance of escape under a Nautilus. So never never dive a tower with a Nautilus. Very good play, securing another kill from Otago girls, leaving the total overall score as 18-5 to King's High School, with a 5k gold lead, nearly 6k gold lead. Now Warwick is being engaged on by Diana, who then ults back as he sees his team coming, but is actually killed as King's High School also comes in to help him, also comes in to save the day. Nautilus escapes, also comes back noticing that Misfortune's here to help. But with Diana on this team, Diana can always just jump in, close the gap very quickly, and secure a kill. Jinx staying relatively close to tower, as she knows that the Vi is underneath her and is just ready to jump and take a kill. But staying close to that tower keeps her alive. until she doesn't, as she thinks Vi gets away. And then Vi comes back up to gank, hits with the ultimate, gets popped up with the stun, and is killed by the Nessus. And Diana scores another double kill in bot lane on Miss Fortune and the Nautilus. Here in mid lane, Samira is fighting Kayn. Pops up her ultimate, but is countered by her ultimate with Kayn's ultimate, who avoids the area just to get hit by the ultimate again by Samira, who's got an infinite ult, and ults again, getting that kill. Now Warwick is trying to escape Nasus and Vi. Seems like he's trying to get away, misses the punch, gets hit by the slow, so is forced to stay and fight, but doesn't quite make it. Gets killed by the Vi. In the mid lane, Nautilus is taken on both Rakan and Samira, but get absolutely melted by them. 2v1, just not tanky enough. Being taken out. Samira taking out the Raptors for a little bit of extra gold and XP. Nearly taking out that top tower. Jinx pops off the ult and hopes to push him back, but he manages to get that top tower. Now Diana goes into all three of them, bashes in, hits him with the ult, hits the Q, killing all three of them. Diana now is 1502 with a 700 gold bounty. Now Jinx being attacked by Nasus actually teleports away, as she knows that Nasus doesn't have any hard crowd control abilities, allowing her to get away and teleport away successfully, which is very smart, very smart. She didn't teleport, she would have stayed there, got hit by the slow, and being taken out by the Nasus. But thanks to that teleport, she got away with her life, which is very clever, very good. Recall to get some health back, very clever. King's High School is going into the bot lane tower and takes out the tower. Otago Girls coming in from the left to try and gank them. Warwick goes in for the engage. Nautilus catching up from behind. Next takes out the Misfortune, decides going straight to the base. And King's High School drives back Otago Girls. Diana comes up from above, takes out the Nautilus. He's so tanky, and she manages to take out the Nautilus, using up his ult. Vi also taking out Kayn in the mid lane. And also Diana taking out the Warwick, who's walked into them unexpectedly. Kayn buying his first item, come back with a Sterix Gauge, one of the first major item in the entire team, apart from Zeke's Convert and Knight's Vow. That will give him quite the boost and help him increase his survivability and his rate of damage. Now Infernal Dragon is up, so it looks like King's High School is looking to take that, while Vi is looking to deal some damage on that tower by putting in the Rift Herald, knocking off a good chunk of health from that tower. King's High School secures the third dragon, having now an Infernal, Cloud, and Ocean. Now Jinx is taken on Nasus, popping off her ult, and Nasus also popping off his ult. She runs off, tries to escape, but due to the lack of mana, Nasus is unable to spam Q in his ultimate form. And then here comes Nautilus to save the day, while Jinx manages to get away that run. Nautilus gives chase, takes on the Nasus, knocks him, stuns him. It doesn't look good for Nasus. Nautilus and Jinx both ganging up on him, using up Nautilus' ult. But the rest of King's High School comes up. Diana, Samira taking out Jinx, and Diana taking out Nautilus. King's High School to the rescue. Comes in to save Nasus, keeping him alive just by a little slither of health. But all three come up and jump him, saving Nasus and taking out Jinx and Nautilus. Very, very, very good play from King's High School. King's High School taking out top turret. Vi going in to mid. Hopefully take out the Warwick. Engage on the Warwick. Warwick fears her, trying to escape, and then suppress her to get a little bit of health back. but Vi and the rest of the team outdamages him, who just jumps in from above. Now King's High School is looking to engage on this mid tower, hopefully to push it and get an inhibitor. This Fortune pops an ult to kill the minions and the pushback. Nautilus hitting the hook and forcing Vi to go in. Jinx popping off the ult, killing Vi. Samira overstaying, gets hit by the hook, cleansing too early and getting killed by the Misfortune. Very, very, very good play from the Otago girls, with the nice hooks from Nautilus and the very good follow-ups by Misfortune and Jinx. Jinx with the ultimate, which killed Vi, and Misfortune with the empowered auto attacks on the Samira, which killed her. Very good team play from Otago girls. Kayn DCing due to a issue with the internet. We'll be back shortly. Recalling right there. Little does he know that Rourke is right there. Jinx going up top, but Diana going up top to counter the Jinx. Goes in for the kill and takes the kill. With a 2104 lead, KDA, and a 700 gold lead. Nasa's going in to take out tower, but Nautilus and Misfortune stays to defend it, pushing Nasa's back, finding no way to engage him. Now, Rakan, the rest of the team, apart from Nasus, are pushing up top. While it's a team fight here, they all focus on Misfortune and Nautilus, and taking out Warwick as well. Very smart on King's part to focus on Misfortune and Nautilus, as they know that they've got the biggest lead in Otago Girls team, the esports team, and need to take them out first as they've got the most power. Jinx pushes in with an ult, pushing back King's High School and allowing her towers to stay up. Samira going in bot lane and taking out Kayn, being also taken out by Diana. And Vi also engaging on Jinx and engaging on the Warwick. Diana scoring a double kill. Samira with the ult goes in, hits Nautilus, gets hit by the Misfortune ult, which then gets killed by the Nautilus Ignite. Now leaving just Nautilus to stay and fend for his own. Now it's just Nautilus against the world, against the entire Kings team, apart from Samira. Some taking up tower. Nautilus doesn't know what to do here. It's hard for support, a lone tank support, to be taking on the entire team defending his tower and Nexus. Buying some time. Kayn goes in to buy some time, and hopefully until his team spawns in. Goes in with the ult to buy some time for as long as he can. Warwick goes in, hopefully buy some time, and does not make it. Kayn and Nautilus tries to buy as much time as they can, so is Jinx with a spell shield, hopefully buy a little more time for the rest of the team to come in and hopefully fend them off. But Kings High School overpowers them and constantly trying to distract them more, and that leaves the minions and all of Kings High School to go in and finish off the Nexus. So this was a victory for Kings High School with a 48-8 2 Kings kill ratio. Kills in total. This leaves a 210-6. Leaves an 18k gold lead for Kings High School and 11 Towers to Kings to 0 to Otago Girls. Now, Diana had quite the lead at the very beginning of the game, which Diana then spread to other lanes, which gave them a lead, leaving the final score is 206 for Nasus, 2506 for Diana, 9411 to Samira, 8210 for Vi, and 4217 for Rakan, and leaving Kayn with 0410 for Kayn, 0131 for Warwick, 385 for Misfortune, 171 for Jinx, and 464 for Nautilus. Now, on Otago Girls team, their bot lane, their Misfortune with the 385 and the 465 had very good kill potential, and with the lead that they had, from the kills that they got, very good kills, and able to allow them for the rest of the team to catch up. Roaming to different lanes would allow them to push up the other team members and help them get a lead. As they tried to do this, Diana and her roaming prevented that by stopping their roaming and preventing the lead to other lanes by counter roaming, and that ultimately allowed King's High School to get the lead, and all their entire team having such the lead on the opposing enemy allows them to push all the way into the Nexus through all of the lanes. So good games, things were learned, mistakes were made on both sides of the teams. Very good gameplay on both sides, and what we have learned is that Diana and Vi and Samira are all very broken champs. So is Nautilus. All very broken champs. So good games on both teams, and excited to see the next game. Good games, guys.